Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe. All my hats are upstairs, and I don't like the way my hair looks. So I'm wearing a popcorn bucket on my head. You take this to the movie theater, and they will give you popcorn at a discounted rate. Basically, you buy the bucket, take it there, and then rather than paying the full price, yeah, it's a little bit cheaper. So that's what I'm wearing today as my hat. This is the first time this has made an appearance in a video. Back in the early days when I first started vlogging, if I didn't like my hair, I just found like a towel and put it on my head, a shirt and put it on my head. We had these like knitted, I don't know if knitting's the right word, I don't know, these rope baskets or something. I would put those on my head, but this is the first time I'm putting a popcorn bucket on my head. I also have a cough drop in my mouth because my throat's feeling a little scratchy. My daughter has a cold. One of my daughters has a cold. Actually, the other one developed a cold today too. So both of them have colds. And they have given it to me. And my wife so far is doing fine. But you're going to hear a cough drop ticking around in my mouth. It's a Whorehound flavor. You ever heard of Whorehound? I don't know what to equate it to. Maybe root beer? Maybe? Or sarsaparilla, maybe. I'd equate it to that. Whorehound. But we're going to do a random ranking. I'm going to pick 3 movies from my movie collection behind me and then rank them based on a variety of criteria. So I'm going to pick just 3 movies that are kind of in the same section just to speed things up since I gabbed about my, what do you call this thing? Bucket. Why can't I get it? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, the one rule we have here is I have to have seen all 3 of these movies, so if I have not seen them, I will put it back and replace it. Okay, Waterboy, this is funny. Just today I listened to Conan O'Brien's podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and I listened to this episode today, so that was kind of cool. Well, not this episode, the Adam Sandler episode. They're not talking about the Waterboy, they're talking about Adam Sandler. Ooh, taps. Taps here. Very young Sean Penn right there. Very young Tom Cruise right here. And then Timothy Hutton right there. Oscar winner. So, not for this movie, for Ordinary People. So this was interesting. Like, it's like a group of kids that try and take over like this military school. Is it a group of kids or is it just him? It's been a while. I haven't seen this in probably 10 years. It might just be Sean Penn, but Sean Penn is very fierce in this, right? And yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of weird because like when I was a kid, I didn't really do anything wrong. So the thought of like trying to take over a military school with military weaponry is like completely out of my world. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is a little over the top, isn't it? But I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, and then V for Vendetta. You know how people always say the book is better than the movie? This might be an example where I enjoyed the movie more than the book, I think. You know, behind me here, The Watchmen, I don't always think that, but I think that about the ending. I think I like the movie ending more than the book ending. I've had people talk to me about the book ending that are bigger fans of that, and I can't remember what their points were, but I remember thinking their points were pretty good. But I think I do like, I think I like the movie version more. I'll talk about that some other day, though. But yeah, I really do like this movie, V for Vendetta. Now, the Wachowskis didn't make this, right? They just produced it. I don't think they made it. But would have been cool if they did. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad their name is attached to it. Yeah, okay, so it was screenplay, but not directed, as far as I can tell. Yeah, they wrote the screenplay. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I always liked this movie, and I had it for a long time. And then I let somebody borrow it, I think. I don't know. There was a time when it was in my collection, and then it wasn't. It disappeared, so I had to re-buy it. and I rebought it with this 2-disc special edition, which is what I had before. So I'm a proud owner of this film again. How am I going to watch, or rank? The cold maybe is messing with my head a little bit. How am I going to rank these here? Okay. You know, all these are good. I think, like, sometimes Adam Sandler's accents in movies, while funny, I don't necessarily like them the whole way through. This might be an example. Jack and Jill might be an example. Like, Jill's accent, you know, can get kind of grating. Hubie, Halloween, his, yeah, I don't know. I don't think his really bothered me. Little Nicky, though, while that movie's hilarious, it's very funny. It's very hard to listen to him that entire time. But that's kind of his thing, so I accept it and move along with my life and enjoy the movies, right? I don't put that as a negative against the movie. But I really do like this. We were quoting this all the time in high school, I think. Was I in high school when this came out? High school, junior high, something like that. We were quoting this all the time. Medulla oblongata. We were saying that everywhere. You can do it, obviously. All sorts of things. But yeah, very, very good movie here. But where does it go? Is it last? Is it middle? Is it first? Is this one first? You know, I think I know. I'm stalling. Why am I stalling? This is the ranking right here. V for Vendetta. Like this movie quite a bit. Like the visuals. It's been a while since I've seen it. So I don't know if it's like still holds up or not. Comedies I feel like usually always hold up because you're there for the jokes. But here, you know, we're seeing a lot of cutting edge stuff, effects wise. I mean, I guess that's really it. That's the only thing that can like kind of fall apart. But I don't know. I really like this. Does it still hold up? If you've seen it recently, I'd like to know. But I'm gonna still go ahead and put it first because I really enjoy watching this movie, even though it's been a while since I've seen it. I used to put it on all the time. And then yeah, Adam Sandler's great. I love him. I think he's so funny. And then this movie, I don't know, I just kind of thought it was over the top. Maybe it's based on a true story, I don't know. I thought it was over the top and I was kind of like, really? This is wild. But it's good, you know. I think it's worth a watch. Fun to watch. But yeah, this is my ranking. V for Vendetta, The Waterboy. Did anybody like the Canteen Boy sketches on SNL, which I think heavily inspired this right here? Canteen Boy. Anyway, yes, let's start over again. V for Vendetta, The Waterboy, and Taps. Have you seen this movie? Or have you seen this movie? Again, I think the cold is messing with my head. Have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you have seen all 3 of them, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Please tell me in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.